In today's video, we are going to be making okra soup. Hello, welcome and welcome back again to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to deliciously cook your okra soup. This is so easy to make, but very delicious and super healthy. Alright, so keep watching. Please do not forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up after watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so to begin with, first you want to grab yourself some proteins, and for my proteins I'm using some goat meat and some cow skin. And to that I've cleaned nicely, and then I transfer to my pot placed on the heat. I've gone in with some chopped onions, seasoning cubes, and salt. And that's basically what I'm going to be seasoning my meat with. So if you're going to be adding extra spices or seasoning, go ahead and do so. So after adding everything, I stir the meat and then cover and allow the meat to, steam for just 10 minutes to release their own juice. And this is 10 minutes later, so I'm going to add water, stir gently, and I'm going to cover this and allow it to cook until the meat is tender. Alright, so while the meat is cooking, next we are going to clean this okra behind the camera. I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm going to clean the okra, and to half of the okra I will grate with the big side of the grater, and the other half I'm going to chop with a knife. And here I have some habanero pepper and onion. So I will clean this and then chop this roughly with my chopper. And once we're done with everything, I will set aside. Now back to the meat. At this point, the meat is nicely cooked and is tender. So I'm going to take this out of the heat and then set aside. Next, I will place another pot on the heat. Into that, I'm going to go in with some palm oil and just allow the oil to hot, and we are going to go in with the chopped pepper and onion. So you can see I roughly chop the pepper because I don't want it to be smooth. I don't want it to be smooth at all. I just need it rough, just like this. And once I add the blended pepper mix into the oil, stir and allow it to just, cook or fry for just 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes, I've gone in with some seasoning cube and some crayfish powder. And once I add it, I'm going to stir again for another 2 minutes. We just need the seasoning and the crayfish, to infuse well into the sauce. And after 2 more minutes, I'm going to go in with the cooked meat. And here I have my smoked fish. I smoked this myself, and these are nicely cleaned. So I'm going to transfer to the pot, and here I have some low-cost beans, and then I'll go in with some stock, the stock I got from the meat. And once I add this, I'm going to stir nicely, make sure the fish and the meat are well covered in the sauce. Just make sure they're well covered in the sauce. Alright, so once I'm done with this, I'm going to cover and allow this to just, cook on low heat for at least 10 minutes. And the amount of liquid you add to your soup totally depends on how thick and how light you want your soup to be. Alright, so on this other end, I have a pot of water on the heat, and into that I'm going to go in with a little bit of baking soda. This is to help the okra with the sliminess. It's just going to help it, kind of infuse more sliminess into the okra. Alright, so into the hot water, I went in with the grated okra. That's the one I added, the one I grated. And then I went in with a little bit of more water to achieve my preferred consistency, and I added salt to it. Now you just want to stir and allow this to boil for like 30 to 40 seconds. And that's it. Alright, so now back to the pot of soup. Now you can see this has been boiling for like 10 minutes. Now I'm going to go in with the okra, which is the parboiled okra. Now add it to the soup or the pot of soup. You want to go ahead and stir this nicely and make sure it's well combined. So if you grate your okra, this is what you're going to end up with. you're gonna end up with this very smooth, consistency. So for me, I love some crunchiness in my okra. That's the reason I chop some of the okra. So this is the one I chopped. So I'm gonna transfer it into the pot of soup, and I'm gonna be adding some spinach to it. So I will go in with my diced or chopped spinach, and then go in with salt because I needed more salt in the soup. So make sure to always test your soup before you add more salt. So once I add the chopped okra and the spinach, I will stir this nicely, and you want to allow this to just, boil for like 2 more minutes. And that's because I don't want this to be overcooked. I don't want to lose the crunchiness in that okra. And after 2 minutes, guys, this is it. It's ready. And you can go ahead and enjoy this with some pounded yam, semo, gari fufu, which is eba, or anything of your choice. For me, I'm a fan of eba or pounded yam. This too goes well with okra soup and is so enjoyable. Alright guys, so if you enjoy this recipe, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like the video, share the video, and please don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Enjoy!